Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to episode 243 of the Spearhead Sundays podcast. I'm your host, Lewis Spears, and let me just say my thoughts and prayers with Marcus Dibble. Dude's done. He got owned, and looks like man deserves it. Rest in peace to his career. The dude got done for soliciting children for nudes and pled guilty to it. This calls for a judge. And has just been reverberating in my brain every time I see a news article about the dude is, this calls for a judge. Dun, 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 dun. No, that sucks, man. And fuck that dude. But also, here's my impression of when the police raided his house looking for child pornography. Get down on the ground. Where are all of your victims? Who? Because he goes, which one? There's something in there. Yeah, that sucks, man. He wasn't. I knew the guy. I wouldn't call him a friend. But we definitely worked together 6 years ago, actually. And it's a shame because that video is I suppose one of the first bigger videos that went viral on YouTube for me. And it's a shame that that he's in it. I guess so. A lot of people have been asking me am I going to take it down? I've decided that I may change my mind. I'm probably not going to take it down. But I did edit the top comment to just say, yeah, this guy's pled guilty to doing a bunch of heinous things. So just so you know, definitely disavow the guy. Because it's definitely a weird one because it's on one hand, I don't want to leave it up. On the other hand, I don't want to pretend that I never worked with him. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to just pretend that I never did that. Obviously, if I knew anything, I would not have worked with the dude or associated with him in any way. There was no rumor of that happening at all at the time. The only reason I'm coming out here and going, yeah, fuck the guy, is because he pled guilty to it in court and it's been reported by the news. This isn't some fucking canceling a guy based off rumors. I've seen a lot of people make that mistake and then it turns out that it's not true. The guy's pled guilty to it in court. So yeah, fuck you, bro. See you later. And I'm not going to go into it because it's just not very funny. But actually this is kind of funny. This calls for a judge. That is very funny because he used to say this calls for a muzz and now he's going to prison. So there's some humor in that, just that one sentence, quite funny. The scenario and everything else, not funny at all. This calls for a judge. Ooh, dun, 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 dun. That's funny. Everything else about this sucks. Thoughts are with whoever was affected by that, any victims and that's really terrible. And look, man, we were going to get one. Australia was overdue for one. Do you know what I mean? We were watching a lot of American YouTubers go down for grooming kids. Australia was due for ours, and we got one. Or two, depending on what side you fall on Twitter, depending on which private investigator you believe.